And after Star Wars, Marvel and DC, the helmet's mask style is coming to the Sonic the Hedgehog theme. And if you expected the first set to be the Blue Hedgehog himself, the chosen one is Shadow the Hedgehog, an anti-hero from the saga who will have a big spotlight this year, also because of his appearance in the second Sonic film. The set had been shown for almost 2 months ago at San Diego Comic-Con, and from the first images it seemed to me that the shapes were a little strange, but I believed it could be from the rendering chosen for the box. And in my opinion, after building the set, it seems that this is exactly what happened. The 77000 Shadow the Hedgehog contains 720 elements and a suggested retail price of €70 or dollars, equivalent to a price per piece of almost 10 cents. It will be released on October 1st. The building process begins with the pedestal. Unlike other similar sets, Shadow's head is only standing or clutch on top and not attached to it some type of technical element. We also find the first Easter egg here with the inclusion of 3 power rings, iconical elements in the Sonic's video games. With the second and third bag, we assemble the basic structure of the head with interiors entirely in snot, interesting techniques, and of course, many colors, to well distinguish the pieces and minimize errors in assembly. There's another Easter egg with a green Chaos Emerald hidden in the head. Bag number 4 with the mouth and many new pieces in medium temp, some cool structure that will shape the head better and will be next to the eyes, and one more surprise, a crab. I confess that I wasn't sure about this, the shadow like seafood, but I believe that the reference is to one of the game's most iconical villains, the famous crab meat. In bag number 5 we have the eyes, which are a mix of excellent use and simplicity, due to the fact that it has few parts, and finally we start on one of the character's trademarks, the long hair or spikes. There are 4 identical long elements that we'll make in the next 2 bags, although they are separated in instructions because they are in different bags. Finally, in bag 7, the final structure, the longest spike is missing. We have the element used in the hot air balloons and printed with a red stripe which slightly covers Shadow's sight, giving that look of a bad boy squinting his eyes. Finally, the last details, the long hair, which uses a piece printed with the same imperfection as the 10330 McLaren Ayrton Senna set, with the red taking on a different tone when printed over the black. We are still missing the ears, and finally the nose. This one seems to have exaggerated proportions, but Shadow's nose is usually like that. I confess that I don't know if those round bricks in transgreen used previously are a reference to something. If anyone knows, you can send a message in the comments, please. And here is the complete set. The set surprised me, and it seems to me that the image chosen on the box was not the best one to represent it. It's not the best set ever, but it faithfully fulfills its purpose, and I believe it will leave its fans very satisfied. First, it doesn't have a single sticker, which is something everyone appreciates. One of the few things I didn't like about the Spider-Man's mask, for example, was the fact that it had some stickers which took away a bit of the pleasure of building it. In my opinion, everything that is a 10+ set should not have stickers. And there are some elements printed in this set in the different wedges, for example the mouth or the red stripes, the tiles with the eyes, and the descriptive plate. The remaining elements are mostly red and black based. For those who are used to building Star Wars and superheroes helmets or masks, you won't be surprised by this process. Some interesting techniques with the placement of the eyes and the entire pinkish part of the snout, and the placement of the huge piece of balloon covering Shadow's face seems very ingenious to me. Some might say it's cheating, but it gave him the iconic curves and bad boy look the character has. Plus, it's an excellent part usage. One of the few details that I did not like that much was the hair or thorns. They are actually well made, but the small gaps between the models look a little weird. As for gameplay versus display, the gameplay is almost none. I even tried to get the head in my hand and make a new version of Macbeth, but the focus of this set is really the display. Will it have priority over other sets? It will depend on how much of a fan you are and whether this type of set will continue within this theme, or similar ones related to video games, for example. Regarding the value for adults versus value for children, I'm a little divided. The set type is clearly focused on adults, although this is a character better known for to younger audiences. Final score, 8.5 in 10. So, what is your opinion on the set? Are you going to buy it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you LEGO and the Land for sending this set for review. Opinions on it are my own. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And don't miss out the next videos with more novelties, speed builds, reviews, and a few additional products to enhance our love for LEGO. And most importantly, play well.